All right, guys, Shotty T here. We got another video. We got a new week. Got a new profile picture. Apparently, there's a movie coming out with this particular guy. If you don't know, just Google. I know some of you guys probably were not born when that cartoon came out. But anyway, um, we still got the old map showing up currently. It's Monday. But there has been some updates at least. Well, nothing game wise, just had to look at it myself. So, of course, just to kind of remind you guys, Crimson Plague, we went through that. We had the Kimberly exclusive weapon, DVA exclusive weapon, Tesla exclusive weapon. Then we had the Black Market, which just ended. And of course, the Champion Duel, all that celebration. And next, we have the Polar World. So it hasn't started yet. I'm not sure when it's supposed to start. So maybe this week is kind of like a chill week, literally, before we get into the Polar World. Season 2 has officially begun. Blizzards and raging in the polar region. Commander restart the furnace and bring life to the frozen lands. So I heard there's some similarities to the Crimson Plague, or as far as territory takeover, but that's kind of similar to pretty much everything at this point. You have to take over territories, but we'll see what the criteria and all that stuff will entail. I heard it's going to take a lot of stamina, which I got a lot of it saved up. So we're good. But this is what I saw. I said, man, I got to talk about this. So day 4, once the season starts, so day 1, which we haven't gotten to day 1 yet, 3 days after that, the Murphy exclusive weapon will be available. So just keeping track, we got Tesla. Well, Kimberly came first, then we got DBA, then we got Tesla, and now we're gonna have Murphy. So Murphy is the guy that was originally on the game, that available for everyone to get, even if you're free to play. But now he's gonna have an exclusive weapon, and just like any other champs with exclusive weapons, in order to unlock that, you have to have at least 5 stars on them, and then on top of that, I'm pretty sure there's a paywall to get that first, to unlock it. And then if you get generic shards from there on through versus, you can add to it over time. But now you have to kind of be picky on who you use your exclusive weapon shards on that are generic, because I'm still probably going to use them on Kimberly until I get to a certain level. But that's not it. That's not all. There's another exclusive weapon champ, and that's going to be Carly. So that'll be 2 weeks after Murphy debuts. You will have Carly exclusive weapons. So basically what they've done is, you recall the defenders in the tank class, you have the legendary variety, you have Williams and you have Murphy. So Williams is by far more superior than Murphy, especially when all things are equal, stars and all that. But obviously Murphy, whenever he has this exclusive weapon, just like Kimberly has, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to make him a better adds to his defense. So we'll see what type of buffs that's going to happen. That's going to entail. So obviously when that comes in, there will be a video for that. And then Carly, in comparison to Lucius, she is the more inferior defender between her and Lucius. So of course, when she get her exclusive weapon, we'll talk about that as well. So that'll be pretty exciting changes in the game. But as I said, we're still in the old map. Nothing's changed so far. Zombie Siege is still here. I'm not sure if that's going to carry over to season 2 or not. Let me know, for those that are in season 2, if Zombie Siege becomes a permanent part in the game. As you can see, it's really not much going on events wise. Of course, I'm pretty sure this week will probably be the Marshall, the Vanguard stuff. But hopefully we'll have something, because this week we're back into the silver tier of versus. It's a Dookie Maine. So this guy he's from my state, not my hometown, but he's from my state. So Dookie Maine, using that southern accent. So anyway, yeah, the bracket that we're in is definitely much easier to deal with. Like this alliance that we're going against, 2.6 million, 57 people, level 14 alliance. This one is somewhat competitive, but they're level 15. So I'm looking at I always look at the level alliance gift. That lets me know if they're big spenders or not. So another small alliance. This one is 4 million. We're slightly above them power wise, but they're level 17, but pretty comparable. So that'll be a competitive matchup for sure when we see them. Another low. So we should be in the upper echelon of this tier. So that's a pretty good alliance, German based, but level 15. And usually we do pretty well against European based alliances. Another low level. They're full, but they level 11. So they just got just a bunch of people put together. We got a fellow server member, same thing. Not sure if we'll match up against any of them. And then we got another decent alliance. Again, we should be favored in all these. One alliance, and that's another French one. One alliance should be pretty competitive for us to go against, and hopefully we're on opposite sides of the bracket so we can face them in the championship. It's not that one, but it's this one right here, Boss Army, Boss Man. Again, they're based out of Europe, so we got an edge there, but they're level 14, but at the same time, they got 5 million in power, so they've probably been together for a while. They probably know what they're doing when it comes to alliance versus, so you want to make sure. Last thing, if you remember, there were some updates when it came to the drone parts. So I'm going to show you here for day one. So when you do the combat data, and when you get to the drone part stage, it used to be like one full stage of drone parts, but now they've broken it down into 5 segments. So that way you can get credit for drone parts usage much easier each week. Because when you get to the upper levels, it becomes much more difficult to go over the threshold every week. You have to wait like 3 or 4 weeks. So I have 382 drone parts. I need 218 more to unlock to the second level. So imagine the old way, I would have had to get 3,000 drone parts just to get past level 1. Guys, I'll probably edit that out. I don't want anyone's personal number being in this video, but just a lot of fantasy football stuff. Had my fantasy draft yesterday. I'm excited about my team, so got another draft this upcoming weekend. So anyway, so yeah, so this makes it easier to go from threshold to threshold. So whenever I get to 600 drone parts, I'll be able to unlock that, and that way you can get some credit for points instead of being at like a lock and making it harder to get to the next phase. So, but yeah, and as you can see, I'm a fantasy football fanatic. So yeah, so just to recap, we have new season coming around the corner. Not sure if it's gonna take place this week or maybe next Monday. So we got that. We got the new versus cycle for us against a new opponent. You got the drone part update. Again, this was updated probably a few weeks ago, but I didn't. Of course, it took me a while to get to this stage to show it in action. So, and then of course you want to make sure that you're always opening up those skill chip chests here and upgrading your different stuff for all of that. And the campaign, it does reset in 4 hours, and we are pretty much at level 50 at every level except for missile. So we're gonna shoot for that, probably do a live video for that to see if we can do that level 50 there. And you also have the return of the 3 versus 3 arena. Looks like I fell down to 108, so we'll work our way back up and to make sure we get in the top 80 before the day is over. But that'll do it, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will talk to you later.